Out there.
What a time to be alive. Now, despite everything that is happening in the world right now, this is still arguably the best time to be alive. The fact that we have the internet, the World Wide Web, at our fingertips 24/7 with a simple click of a button is insane. Seriously. It is also insane that the internet is only a few decades old. Like, literally, it is still brand new. Because us millennials have way more opportunities than our parents and grandparents ever did, simply just by being born in this .com era, it's allowed us to think outside of the box when it comes to this average cookie cutter lifestyle. And of course, with the internet comes social media, and it's pretty hard to avoid seeing people posting their lifestyle and how happy they are and them making money and working for themselves, not answering to any boss. So the question is, why do millennials want to be entrepreneurs? What's up, guys? Candace B here. Thank you for coming to my channel. Welcome back to my subscribers and welcome to my new ones. So in this video, I just wanted to briefly discuss some of the reasons why us millennials feel like entrepreneurship is literally the most amazingly beautiful solution to everything that we want in our life. Now, not to say that every single millennial will agree with the reasons that I'll be discussing in this video. However, I'm just coming from my perspective as a millennial, as well as just what I have observed when I've had conversations with many other millennials. This also isn't going to be a video of me telling the millennials who are watching me right now to go ahead and quit their regular jobs tomorrow. Do it. But a lot of non-millennials, i.e. our parents, are pretty confused as to why we don't necessarily want to follow in their footsteps of working a 9-to-5 for 62 years and then going on to collect a pension when it's deemed acceptable to retire. I know, shocking. So I would say one of the main reasons why more millennials are turning towards entrepreneurship is because of the idea of financial freedom. Just think about it for a second. Making loads of money, having no glass ceiling on how much money you can make, buying what you want, when you want, where you want. That sounds great. However, I do feel like there is more to that. Don't get me wrong, I know that there are many millennials out there who are driven to have loads and loads of money just to simply say that they have it, but it's really not about how much money you have. It's more so about what you do with that money. So thinking outside of the box and creating different streams of income through entrepreneurship that we can then put to good use is the reason why financial freedom is so important, in my opinion. In addition to this, we live in an economy where not having financial freedom will either directly or indirectly result in some form of struggle. Whether it's having to live paycheck to paycheck to support your family, or the current situation where people are getting laid off left, right, and center without warning because the businesses that they work for are just simply trying to stay afloat. That is why financial freedom is so important, and really the only way to achieve that is to create multiple streams of income for ourselves, just so that you have multiple backup plans, multiple cushions, because let's say one of the incomes kind of falls off or slows down, then you have the other incomes to rely on and to keep up with your lifestyle. It is very clear that we millennials cannot just rely on a comfortable job like our parents and grandparents did for so long. And to be honest, this current global situation proves that. So another main reason why more millennials are turning to entrepreneurship is, of course, to obtain time freedom. Now, I know I am not speaking only for myself when I say that I can work tirelessly day in and day out on my own personal projects and businesses. But the moment I have to clock in on someone else's time, I lose all energy, I lose my life motivation. It just all becomes non-existent. And I know that a lot of people will agree with me when I say that time freedom is actually more important than financial freedom, because we simply cannot get time back, but we can always make more money. And sorry, not sorry, but sitting in a chair behind a computer and a desk for 8 hours a day, Monday to Friday, is not the ideal way that us millennials want to spend our precious time. So of course, the idea that entrepreneurship will allow time freedom to be attainable, that in itself is a huge driving force, at least for me. And not to say that it won't be difficult to be completely responsible of your own time in terms of having structure and having a schedule and still using your time wisely. But one of my biggest fears in life is literally getting halfway through life and then stopping and looking back and being like, damn, I wish I used my time differently. Had I used my time differently, I would have been in a way better place in my life. I would have been happier. That is literally my biggest fear in life, and I don't want to live with those regrets. We all have to use our time wisely, millennials or non-millennials. And the situation that's going on in the world right now is another example of how life is so precious, and just like that, it can be taken away. So right now we have to use what time we have, even though we don't know how long we have, to use it to the best of our ability and to do things that we want to do. So the last reason I'll mention for now in this video in regards to why more millennials are turning to entrepreneurship is because we simply yearn to create memorable experiences. And I will just talk from my personal perspective. I have such a passion for traveling, for seeing the world. I feel like I wouldn't be who I was today and have such a drive if I hadn't seen the world, because honestly, it's so easy for us to, stay at home, comfortable in our houses, drive here and there, see the same people all the time. It's very comfortable and it's very easy just to have this closed, boxed off mindset. But the moment that you travel and you see different people, different foods, different cultures, you're just like, oh, wow. And every time I travel, I have this ritual of just stopping and really just internalizing everything that I'm experiencing and just being in awe of God's creation and how much detail He has put in this world. It is insane. Even if you are just taking time to watch the waves on a beautiful, beautiful sunny day on a beach in Honduras, or you're looking at the amazing, magnificent nature-made glaciers in Iceland, regardless of, your money, regardless of how much time you have, these experiences, these memorable experiences are really what are going to shape all of us. And I encourage you guys to create these memorable experiences. Even if you are not a traveler, just go out there and do different things that will allow you to create these beautiful memories. And I feel like us millennials, we take risks. So, the older generation looks at us really crazy, but we don't hesitate when we want to take a risk and do something out of the ordinary. But this is where experiences are made. And that is part of what entrepreneurship is, in my opinion. It's, going outside of the box and creating experiences, doing things that you thought you never would do in your life, but creating these experiences and these things that will allow you to get to different levels and to create success for yourself. So whenever someone, might come up to us and ask us millennials, why do you want to work for yourself? Why are you guys so crazy? Why don't you just chill? My rebuttal question is why? Why am I going to relax when I know that I was put here for a purpose and I want to see what that leads to? I don't want to be looking back 20 years from now saying, man, what could my life have turned out to be if I had just taken that leap? If I had just taken that one risk, that would have changed everything. So I don't know, I feel like for me it's a no-brainer. I know that I kind of think differently than a lot of people, which is totally fine. We all have our own ideas and mindset and different things in our past that has shaped us to how we think today. But entrepreneur or not, millennial or non-millennial, we have this one life to live, so why not just grab it by the horns and just go? We need to just do what we need to do in order to achieve happiness, guys. Like, we really need to. But yeah, guys, that is all I had to share with you today in terms of why I feel like us millennials want to be entrepreneurs. It is such a hard road to be an entrepreneur. It is something that not everyone is cut and made for, and it will really, really show you about yourself. Once you decide that you want to work for yourself or do something on your own, you really are tested. And if you succeed, which you will if you continue to persevere, then you will truly see how strong of a human being you are. And literally the sky and above is the limit. So keep that in mind. But I thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and let me know by hitting that like button. I would appreciate it so much. And comment down below if you're a millennial or even a non-millennial. What things have caused you to want to pursue entrepreneurship, to pursue having more than one source of income? I would love to hear everyone's different stories. And last but not least, go ahead and subscribe so you know when I post another video. But in the meantime, feel free to watch any of my other videos on my channel. And I hope you guys continue to have a phenomenal, purpose-driven day, week, and life. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!